Hello, I'm LinkCabin, and today I'm going to show you the DarkComet rat. I'm going to be doing a few tutorials on this and how to use it and how to get used to the interface. I'm going to say now that this should be used for white hat activity and not black hat activity, because it is illegal to use this to connect to people that do not know that this is happening to them. You can be arrested. This should be used for research towards viruses. Now, if we click on File, we can see that. Well, it's not file, it's DarkComet rat, but I say it's file. If we look at the current settings here, we can see listen to new port, client settings, embedded FTP client, server module, edit server downloader, about DarkComet rat, a problem, buy VIP account, and exit the software. Now, I do believe that the VIP account is now unavailable because of this ending. The project has now ended, I think it has. So yeah, I don't think that's available. I don't think that will be available, and yeah, so they've currently stopped this project. The users tab, which can be found here, shows all the information of the person who has been infected with their PC. It will show the IP, the ID, the computer, OS, RAM use, language, country, and all that jazz. On Connect is where you can put the commands. So we have, you can't see it in the Windows screen, I might change it for you. You can see here command, URL, visit, configure task. You can check that out yourself, or we're going to do that later on. User logs is checking out people's what you've commanded for people's slaves. And socket.net is the connection between you and supposedly the slaves, but people usually use no IP to hide their IP. So yeah, at the moment I'm not going to show too much in this video because this is the starting of the tutorials. I just want to go through the basics, like what the tabs are and what's in here. So if you wanted to change your theme like mine, because mine's not on the default, this is the default here, which is called Windows 8, which shows like this. I don't particularly like that. You can go on the file, client settings, and go on the one that looks like a paint bucket on the second part here, and client layout, and go here on the drop down. You can find Ubuntu, and that will give you a nice sleek look, or you can choose one of the others. It's like amazing. Android's another good one. I like to use Ubuntu. We'll be looking at this. Obviously you can see the no IP updater, push me notifier, and all the others. Search for updates and all that. The last thing I'm going to show you in this video is the server module, which will be the creation of the actual virus. If we go into this, you have two options: the full editor or the minimalist. At the moment I'll just show you the minimalist. The stub ID, so the name, the IP DNS, which will be the no IP address that you will be giving out to, so it'll be something like your name dot noip.org or something like that. And then the port, which will be on default on 1604, which is going to be, you have to port forward your router. If you haven't done also already through different things, you may have to look through some tutorials, because I'm not going to go through port forwarding, because it shows my IP on this router and I don't want to show my IP on YouTube. But it's a pretty simple process. You can Google it, put port forward, and then your router model name, which should be at the back of it, and then you should be able to port forward to the port 1604 and get started. But we're not there yet. That'll be on the next tutorial, or the third one, depending. So this is what it looks like, the minimalist version. So you want to keep it small or normal, drag and drop an icon, and this is just your basic. Where do you want to put the destination or the virus after it's been clicked? Key name, I would change DarkComet rat, because people, the antivirus does recognize it. This is the full editor. If I just open that up, this is a bit more advanced for people. You got a bunch of new settings that you might want to change, like disable task manager. This is while the virus is running, but You've also got a keylogger here, but we will be primarily at the moment checking out the minimalistic view. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this. You'll see the next one soon. Thank you for looking.